Ma-na-na-na-na-na-na. Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Rune News. My name is Ryan, and you're watching Rune News. Now, this week's Old School RuneScape update is a personal favorite of mine. Now, for those who watch me regularly will know that I'm a big fan of the enhanced client features, and it looks like on the 28th of February, those with Android devices on mobile will have access to the open beta, allowing you to use all of the features that are currently on the enhanced client, also known as the Steam client. For those who aren't up to date with the enhanced Steam client, I'll give you a very quick rundown. Basically, Adam, who develops RuneLite, is working with Jagex to port over, if not most, all of your favorite plugins from RuneLite into the new Jagex client, which is currently only available on Steam. Now, you might not want to use the Steam client because, let's be honest, the RuneLite client is a much better client at the moment. It has everything you need. It does perform very well. There's no need to swap from the RuneLite client right now. Another reason you might not be using the Steam client, which isn't the point of this video, but you may have heard that people are getting hacked through Steam and people are blaming Jagex. It's not Jagex's fault. It's your own stupid fucking fault. You have Steam Guard, fucking use it. Basic internet security. Don't have your phone number and address on your web pages. You got Steam Guard there, use it or fucking lose it. Back to the main point, if you have an Android device, you can now, on the 20th of February, use the plugins that are available on the Steam client. And it's a good way to give you some insight on the direction of the future of the clients in this game. Now, I don't want to go into too much more detail on this topic. I do have videos available on my channel, which I will either put in a card or link in the description, talking about the future of RuneLite and the future of these clients, because it is a guarantee that RuneLite one day will no longer be a client we can use. There will be a doomsday clock. I'm not going to go into too much more detail. The videos are there if you are interested in that topic. But for those who did watch those videos in the past, thought I was full of shit, and didn't want to take any note of it, just remember, every time there's an update like this, it's just another update closer. It's showing progression, and it just keeps proving my point even fucking further. I've given you all the information you need. I know it's fun to shit on Jagex, but sometimes you just got to use your fucking brain. Alright, that's enough about the fucking advanced client. If you want to check out more info, like I said, there are videos available, but we're going to move on to the rest of this update. There are now some combat achievements released for Nex, whether it's kill Nex one time or do a perfect fucking Nex. I haven't done enough Nex myself to know whether this is fair, or at least decent content. However, I do believe that the Elite, Master and Grandmaster tiers are locked for those in-game that have recently completed them, until you once again complete all of these tasks. So, I mean, Nex is like 12, 18 mil an hour or some shit. Crack the whip while you can, boys. Get some juicy drops while you try to get your... I mean, everyone's got a fucking 100 KC now, right? It's not... The release was really good for shit like that. And honestly, one of the biggest, if not the biggest PvP update I've personally seen in a very long time is Deadman mode keys brought to the main game. Now, this is a system where I believe you have to pay 5 mil to unlock the system, which can be toggled on and off. I'm not sure where the Scully guy is. I'd imagine maybe Edgeville or the Frox Enclave to be able to enable this shit. Someone might know that information better than me, but that's what the wiki's fucking for. Now, basically, what happens is if you kill someone, all their shit, instead of dropping on the floor, just drops into a key. It doesn't change you. If you die, it doesn't affect you at all. It's the same as if you died, whether they got the key enabled or not. So as a victim of rape, the result is the same. It doesn't matter. You're still getting fucked. Now, as the PKer, you do have a few options. You get either, you can just have normal loot, doesn't matter. You can have a key where everything that drops is now in that key. And you also have some settings you can change too, which I believe are down here. You can obviously turn it off so there's no key. You can make it so any food and potions and supplies are dropped to the floor, which might also, I don't think that includes runes and blighted sacks, I'm not sure. But essentially, that means you can pick them up and use them as supplies to keep PKing if you wanted to. It doesn't have to go to the key. And then you can also have a valuable counter as well, or a valuable, I guess you can, restriction. So if you set it to 50k, anything worth less than 50k on the Grand Exchange or High Arc Value, whichever is more suitable for that item, will be dropped on the floor. Everything else will be in the key for you to take to the bank. So that's pretty fucking juicy. If you have a key on you, whether it's 1 or 5, the skull above your head will indicate how many keys you've got. And if you die with the keys on you, the other player will be able to have those keys, provided they do not exceed the limit of 5 keys. Otherwise, those keys are destroyed, I believe. You can't go over 5. If you kill someone and you've already got 5 keys, their shit just gets removed from the game. Now, if you're an Iron Man and you get a key from PKing, that key, all you can do is destroy the loot. You can't keep it. You can't do anything. You might be able to see what the loot is, but your only choice is to destroy the loot. So that's pretty fucking cool. Which brings me to another part of this update, which I'm a big fan of, which is obviously they've made Scully look like a homeless piece of shit, which is always good. But the main part is, I'll try to stay out of the way here, is that you can see how many keys you've claimed, how much loot all the keys were worth in that value of GP, I guess, is pretty fucking obvious, and how much of that loot was destroyed rather than you claiming it for yourself, which honestly, if your number's like this, that's a big fucking flex. I think every PvP update so far this year Jagex has done has been great. I'm not a PKer, but it makes me want to PK, it makes me want to PvP, which I think is the point, right? To bring new people out to the wilderness. So that's a good thing. That's a win for you guys. That's a win for Jagex. I'm just waiting for the PvP arena, so I have a nice little area that I can safely practice PvP without having to worry about LMS. I can gauge myself in an ELO rating as well, so I can kind of indicate where I'm sitting. And once I feel confident enough to step out into the wilderness, I feel like I can defend myself and go for a 5-key kill streak without having to bank. There's one content creator out there who looks up to me every day in quite a flattering manner. I want to give a special message to and just let you know that did a bitter. The second I'm ready to step out into the wilderness, boy, I'm coming for that ass. And for those who give a shit about League 3 still, here is the leaderboard. Figure out where you sit. For those who don't care, I'm going to steal 5 seconds of your time to talk to you about RuneScape 3. I'm going to sum this up real quickly for you guys, alright? RuneScape 3, it's very simple. This game is fucking dog shit. I don't normally do this segment in Rune News, however, I do want to put a quick message out there for those who have anything to do with GP in Old School RuneScape, which is pretty much every player. It's a lot to do with your income when it comes to gaining GP, whether it's from farming Vorkarth or Zora or raids every day, whether you're flipping on the Grand Exchange, you're going to Next just to try to get a high ticket item, whether it's Corporeal Beast to get an Elysian drop, to the Corrupted Gauntlet because it's just fucking 7 mil an hour. There's always a consistency, a dry spot, where you always have a period in this game that you have low income. And there's no shame in that. In real life situations, there's always a time in life where you do have low income. However, if you feel like expressing your inner big dick energy and that you want to let people know that you don't care about how much money you earn, whether it is in game or real life, you can now show it with pride with our brand new merch that just dropped on the brand new merch store to let people know that you might be low income, but you are never low income. That's right, I got a new merch store set up, so the link will be below in like all my videos going forward, my Discord channel and my streams. Main point is I've got a merch store set up. This is one of the designs. I've got a lot of good designs coming up. I've got a few artists on the line which are going to give us some real juicy content. This is a basic design I came up with in 5 minutes. I thought it looked good. It's pretty funny, so why not? Do check out the merch store, and I think there's like a follow button or something. If you follow it, you'll know when there's new merch available. The link's going to be in the description of every video I put out going forward in my Discord and my streams. So I'm just letting you guys know now. There is a new merch store at TeePublic. This is one of the shirts. Don't be a shit cunt. If you do want to support the channel, feel free to go ahead and buy one. You don't have to buy merch. If you do want to support the channel, there are other methods like the join button down below. $1 a month. You get more value out of me than Netflix. Why would you pay Netflix 14 bucks when you can pay me $1? What's up, my cheeky N-words? Welcome back to the Grand Exchange segment of Rune News. This week, we have a big fucking rise. It's the Shattered Relics Void Ornament Kit. I'm telling you, League 3 is a very profitable league. Look at this. Everyone's going to want the Void Kit because it's so drilled into the fucking meta of all the retards in this game that feel like if they don't have Void, they can't do Theater of Blood or Cogs, which you don't need Void to do any content in this fucking game. But because of that, because people think they do, look at all the money you can make. Milk these fucking idiots. This price is going to go up as well because the shop, I believe, isn't even open yet. And the league still has another 20 odd fucking days. It wouldn't surprise me if this hits nearly 2 mil by the time the fucking league's over. So boys, if you're not farming the league points, what are you doing? You want money? Hey? Fucking get onto it. However, one of the biggest losses this week is the Guthix braces. Now, it's a different item to what we normally have here on Rune News, but I just want to point out that, again, they are braces, right? Barra's gloves just kind of outclass them. Once you have Barra's gloves, you don't really need braces. You'll never notice the difference, to be honest, when you're ranging. But the more important part is these are the only braces dropping. Do you know why? Because Guthix is a fence-sitting little pussy, okay? He's a fucking bitch. And anyone who supports Guthix or wears Guthix proudly, okay? You're just enforcing the fact that you would rather sit on the fence and have your dick pulled by some fucking bloke trying to play baseball than you would to fight your own fucking battles and stand up for yourself like a man. The type of guy that wears Guthix unironically in this game, is the type of guy to have his wife slap the fucking shit out of him in public because, well, because he's a fucking pussy. And of course, the most traded item of all time is typically the fucking fire rune. It's never going to change. It's always the fucking fire rune. Last time I was like, oh, why the fire rune? We got Tome of Fire. I get it. The Trident. My apologies. The Trident is the reason this stays alive. And botting. Botting just keeps the fucking Grand Exchange full. Okay? It's just a fact. You can never beat botting. Sure, we're going to be able to reduce the amount of bots in the future. When's the last time you had to wait on fire runes or cannonballs or Zora scales on the Grand Exchange? Never. You don't have to wait on that shit. You just buy it straight away. There's an infinite supply. I'm not saying botting's good, and I'm not endorsing botting. But there's always when was the last time you had to wait on fire runes? Something to think about. Now, of course, you got the mole slippers. Look at those boys. Best in slot boots. They haven't moved in about a day. That's fine because they fucking shot up like my cock, and that's what I like to see. This stuff will get your fucking dick hard in no time. Look at that price rise, 350k. That's a good boy. That's the sort of content you want to see. Now, don't forget, that doesn't mean you can't be buying mole slippers because you got to keep buying them to get that price high. I got plenty of fucking mole slippers on me. Wait till we get it in the merch store, coming soon to a channel near you over here at King Condor on YouTube. But point is, why wear boots when you can wear mole slippers? Why spend 20 mil on prims for that extra DPS just to get out DPS by someone wearing mole slippers? Because, well, they've got a higher IQ than you, obviously. Sell your prims today, save yourself 20 mil, buy yourself some fucking mole slippers, boys. And now for the RuneScape girlfriend this week. I'm going to stand here so you can't see the fucking price, mate. Now, let me tell you guys something real quick. I don't think there's ever been a time in the history of this channel on YouTube, whether it was the king himself, Ryan, or your boy here, Wade Green, whether no matter what we've said, we've always been correct. New Steam client. It's going to be the only client. You know, world record holder, consistently. There's a reason why the guys on this channel are the only guys that you rewatch, because they were entertaining and informative. And let me tell you right now, I said invest in fucking RuneScape girlfriends because the price is going up. And if you did, if you listened to me, you know, just like the Wildy items, the king said, you know, buy the Wildy items before the Rev Cave boss comes out. Before the Wildy rework, you make money. You made money. Don't worry about next. Invest in girlfriends because they're 11 fucking K, boys. How's that for a fucking price hike? You gain 2K in a week just on fucking a RuneScape girlfriend? You serious? God, that's the biggest, that's the highest girlfriends have been since Rune User's return. You don't fuck around. You can't make this shit up. I had to double check. I had to hit up Mod Ash. I had him on speed dial. I was like, motherfucker, are you pulling my dick hole? Are we talking about 11,200 GP for RuneScape girlfriends right now? He goes, the 11,200 GP is pretty fucking accurate. And I predict they might even go up next week. It's hard to tell because we're into what we call the grey area of the girlfriends now. We don't know. This is where they can get predictable, and this is where people start to get out of hand and out of control and start to, I guess you see lust over keeping. You got to keep your eye on the ball, okay? That's the best way. I can't remember how he worded it because, well, I don't speak thug, but Mod Ash did put it the best. Essentially, when you get caught up in the lust, that's when you will get fucked. People will start to sell, people will start to panic, and people will start to have their adamant scammed. You have to be stable, you have to be confident, and you have to let yourself be in charge when it comes to RuneScape girlfriends. Man or woman, I don't care. You have a RuneScape girlfriend, and you keep your shit under control, boys, this price will keep rising. And if it drops, I'll be going fucking door knocking to find out which cunts out there getting fucking scammed. So don't forget, 11.2k for your RuneScape girlfriends. You heard it here first. My name is Wade Green. And that is the Grand Exchange update, boys. Now fuck off. Our first Iron Man moment this week comes from Lobez, who is not an Iron Man, but in fact he is an asshole because he got a Crystal Armor Seed on 1KC normal gauntlet. I'm on 240 Corrupted Gauntlet KC. I have 4 weapon seeds, 3 armor seeds, and 2 enhanced seeds. I just want 6 fucking armor seeds. It's too much to ask for, and this cunt gets at 1KC. Well done. Cool. Fuck you. Take a proper screenshot. Look, I can't see the rest of your fucking screen, mate. Fuck me. Well done. And then we got XX Turtlehawk XX with the Xbox 360 gamer tag here, getting the Dagannoth Rex pet on, what the fuck is that? Like 13 KC or some shit? It was really low KC. It was 13 or it was 33. I can't read it from here, and I can't be fucked trying to read it either. So, regardless, it was like under 50 KC. It's fucking awesome. I will have to disclose, though, that this is all we have for this week's OSRS moments because 2 of the other images didn't fucking work and I couldn't be fucked fixing it. But that is also going to be it for Rune News this week, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. And most importantly, suck a fucking fat one. I'll see you in the streams, cunt. And, yeah, fuck off. This is the easiest room in the raid. It's quite simple. You got a big boy. Look at him. God damn. Fuck me. Look at that boy. It's huge.